Hey, welcome to another episode of the Nearpad Podcast. Story time. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell a story of my first interaction with Satan. I know, crazy, right? So I'm going to tell this story. It's a very short story, but I kind of want to talk about why I think it is so important to tell other people. The story takes place at my house, right? So I remember, actually my parents were out of town. And, we just got my dog. He's sleeping on my bed over there. And we just got him, and my parents were going out of town. They were going to Alaska. They're on a trip to Alaska, right? So anyway, we all had to sleep in their room. So I slept on the floor. So anyway, I'm sitting there, and I go to sleep. I wake, and I look at the doorway, and I see Satan himself. And I'm going to try my best to describe him. So we've all seen a couple of pictures. I'll put one here. And that's kind of just how he looked like. It's a very common picture to see of a representation of Satan. Anyway, so after that, I sat in the little air mattress that I was on. And I just rebuked it, rebuking for 10 minutes. And I opened up my eyes, and he was gone. Right? So I go back to sleep, right? Like any normal person. Here, come on. I go back to sleep like any normal person would. So anyway, I wake up again in the middle of the night, and I see him, but instead of at the doorway, he's at the foot of my bed. So then I'm like freaking out, right? So I'm like freaking out. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. So I start rebuking for maybe 20 minutes. He finally goes away. So I go back to sleep, and that was it. That was the whole entire story. It's very short, very boring, I know. I'm sorry, but that was the story. But I think it's important to tell that story because it was after we were telling our testimonies. Me and my siblings decided to tell our testimonies for the first time. It's a very older testimony of mine. I have posted a video of my testimony. I'll link in the description, or you can just look at it. That's the thumbnail. But anyway, after that, it was like, I remember when my older sister was telling her testimony. She has a great, beautiful testimony. I might try to get her on and she can tell it. But I remember during her testimony, I would always see the same image that I saw of Satan in the corner of my eye. I always be like going like this. And she goes, oh yeah, every time I tell. And then after that, she goes, oh yeah, every time I tell my testimony, that happens. Anyway, but it was just kind of weird. And stuff like that. But she was like, oh yeah, that's normal every time I tell my testimony. And I was just like, But yeah. It's also important to tell that testimony because if you ever have experience like that in the future, you can watch my video and ask how I handled it. I mean, I just rebuked it in the name of Jesus Christ, and then he went away. He did come back, but still, he still went away, and, and it hasn't happened since. It wasn't sleep paralysis. I remember when I saw him, I checked if I could still move and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a scary, insane, something. But, and then the creepiest thing is that I woke up and I told my sister I think I saw the devil, and she goes, "You saw that too?" Huh? Yeah, like me and her are just like twins, you know what I mean? She may be 7 years older than me, but still, we like. Anyway, that's my story, how I met Satan, I guess. My video will be up there my recent upload from today will be up there if you want to go watch it. So, see ya.